Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News. Time for a little weather trivia today. So we want to know the scale for estimating tornado strength. It's known as the Fujita scale. What specifically, though, is used to determine the rating of the tornado? Is it the damage, the width, the appearance, or the length of the tornado's damage path? While you think about that, we'll take a look at our forecast. We've got those mostly cloudy skies out there this morning, and it is a cold one across the area. We're also watching some thunderstorm chances as we head into our Saturday. General thunderstorms for the most part, and these will be isolated to widely scattered rumbles of thunder. However, in this dark green in our southern counties, there could be a stray strong storm or two, and if we saw any, which is not very likely, we're talking, maybe some gusty winds and some small hail. Now, as we go through the day, we are going to be mostly cloudy for the majority of us, but some of us may see a little more sunshine than others. And then overnight, we get really cloudy again. We'll start to see a few showers by 6 o'clock in the morning, and by 8, we see more showers, and this is where, again, we may get a rumble of thunder or two, and then we'll get a pause in the afternoon. Before late afternoon, early evening, we see more development of some additional showers and maybe a rumble of thunder too across the area. And then as we head later into the evening, that's where we could see those thunderstorms in our southern counties, but they develop quickly and they move out quickly. Now we'll pause in the activity for a bit, and then overnight and into very early Sunday morning, we may see a shower or two. And speaking of Sunday, we want to remind you that it's time to spring forward, whether we want to or not. That clock's over here, isn't it? You got to turn your clocks ahead by 1 hour, but do remember, it means the sun rises later, but it stays out a little bit later as well. So we get a little more daylight starting Sunday if we can get rid of these clouds that we've had for the last few days. All right, 20th and range line, MoDOT camera. You can see the clouds there, otherwise looking good. We are sitting right now in Joplin at 37, feeling like 30 with a north-northwest breeze at 9 miles an hour. Cold start for all of us this morning. 35 Iola, 34 in Fort Scott, 39 Chetopa, Miami, 37 Pittsburgh, Lamar, Carthage, and Neosho. As we get our day going, it's going to be cloudy. It's going to be cold as we hang out in the 30s, eventually making it to the upper 30s by late this morning. Then we'll start to see some clearing across the area, and some of us may get a little more sunshine than others. So on average, we're looking at highs pushing mid to upper 40s, but if you see a little more sunshine later this afternoon, you may manage to make it into the lower 50s. As we go into this evening, it'll be mostly cloudy skies, dropping back down to another cold night for us as we drop back down to an overnight low of 38 degrees. So not very spring-like at all. Now, I mean, technically, yes, we are still in winter for the next 9 days, but it really is going to feel cold out there. All right, back to our questions. So we want to know how they determine what the EF rating is for a tornado. Is it through the damage, the width, the appearance of the tornado, or the length of the tornado's path, damage path? Well, if you happen to pick A, tornado damage, you would be right. In fact, the Fujita scale estimates tornado strength by looking at the damage produced by the tornado. The rating of a tornado, or the rating that it receives, is based on its most intense damage. All right, now, good news is no tornadoes in our forecast for quite some time as we stay cool. We're 54 tomorrow, 51 on Sunday. Again, maybe those morning showers, 29 Sunday night. 46 Monday, 46, cold again. Down to 26 for the low. 54 Tuesday, so a little bit better. Breezy Wednesday, much better as we reach highs pushing near 70 degrees. And then that doesn't last, unfortunately. And we get cold again, and it stays that way for a while. We're down to 48 Thursday, maybe some rain chances. Down to 32 Thursday night, and we could see a light wintry mix heading into our St. Patrick's Day morning. So be aware of that. Maybe a little messy out there. Only 41 on St. Patrick's Day, by the way. Then down to 28, so if you're doing anything St. Patrick's Day night, well, it's going to be cold. And then check out next weekend. Lower to mid-40s. We're talking 42 degrees the day that spring starts. And we're going to start the day in the lower 20s. Not spring-like at all, but before too much longer, warmer weather will get here. That's Check Your Forecast. We'll be back with more right after this.